Okay, so it's September 18th, and it's 2024. Continuing our fishing expedition here at the wonderful river. Grass is tall, sun is out. My YouTube channel, Shootmotion. I have a lot I'd like to share with the world here. I'm a pilot, been flying since 2008. I've got lots of videos from flying. I also have drones. I do commercial shooting for buildings. Oh, there's a boat going by. Good morning, sir. That's a big rooster tail you have there. It's probably going about 60 miles an hour. He's booking. Anyways, so I got drones, and I also photograph housing, like real estate, you know. Got the whole camera, the whole ball of wax. May do some videos on that too. You know, building a channel, having some fun here, you know. Maybe share some words of wisdom for the young folk. Can't believe I'm past the 50 mark. Though I don't accept 50 or above it in my case, I have reverted to going backwards. So I'm now in my 40s again. My goal is to get down to about, I don't know, maybe 10, 15 years old. That would be nice. Come on, fishes. I want to show one to somebody. All right. Got to keep it on the time. My wife's awesome. She was nice enough to let me sneak away for a little bit and have a little dad alone time. I have two awesome kids, and we're homeschooling them. She's doing the first half of the school, and then I'll do the second half. Grass is so bad. Oh, the waves are finally getting here from that boat, so I'm sorry the camera probably is going to shake because I don't have a really good tripod yet. Hopefully the stabilizer in the iPhone will help it out. Okay, so what are some things that I have done in my life? Well, I've traveled to all 50 states. I have been to every capital except for Juneau, Alaska, and Honolulu, Hawaii. I've been to Hawaii, but we went to Kauai, and oh, I got a bite. We went to the island of Kauai. It'd be 24 years ago next week, and we had such a wonderful time. Hey, I think I got one, but he's in the grass, so I'm probably gonna lose him. Yep, he came off. Just so much grass here today. Anyway, so yeah, my grandpa, oh my gosh, one of my favorite people in the whole world. We, in my early 20s, so in the 90s, no cell phones. Computers were out, but they were really slow. So as you traveled, you used the old maps. You know, we had our Rand McNally map out, and my grandpa would deliver an RV, and I would deliver an RV, and then one of us would take turns towing our personal cars on the back of them. And I really didn't know what I wanted to do in my life. I knew I wanted to be a pilot when I was a little kid, but I didn't have that burning desire in me at that time, and I didn't know what to do. So my grandpa said, why don't you come and deliver RVs with me, and we could go have some fun and see the country. And I'm so glad I did. Did that for just over 5 years, and my grandpa and I, we went to all the states that you could drive to. We went to Alaska 3 times, drove there. From this area, it's 4,000 miles nonstop, you know, straight there, through Canada and then up. Beautiful. If you've never driven the Alaskan highway, and I know a lot of people haven't, I highly recommend it. It is the most beautiful drive. Well, let me rephrase that. It starts in the Rocky Mountains in the middle of Canada. To get there, it's kind of boring. But once you get there, I thought I heard somebody. But once you get there, oh, I got one. Yeah, finally. It's just a little guy. All right. There we go. Just a little guy. See my little fishy? My little guy. What's up, little guy? Anyway, so today's not a total zero. Anyways, me and my grandpa. I was lucky. My grandpa had my dad when he was like 18 or even younger, I think. My grandma was 16. Back in those days, they didn't go past the 9th grade of school. And so my grandma and grandpa had started their family at a young age. So my dad had me at a young age. Uh-oh, we got a little twist tie here. So my dad had me at a young age. So my grandpa and I were only 40 years apart, which made it awesome because when I was in my early 20s, grandpa had just turned 60, 63, 64, so, you know, it's fairly young. And let me go get a new worm. See, it's wobbly. Sorry about that. Anyway, so my grandpa, he was in his 60s, right? And we would, what time is it? And we would go and travel, and he could keep up for a while. And we had to be careful. Like when we were up in the Yellowstone and up in the mountains, he got a little winded. Anyways, talking about, I was born in the 70s. Whoa, that was a good hit. Born in the 70s, so as a kid, I grew up in the 80s and the early 90s. I, graduated high school in the 80s. So my younger years take place back before all the phones, and I mean, I remember when we got Pong. Oh my gosh, Pong. When Pong showed up, me and my dad, I couldn't have been, what, 7? Uh-oh, we got a tangle somewhere. I couldn't have been, what, 7, 10 years old when that Pong came out? I don't know what year it came out. Anyways, but I remember we were so excited, my dad and I. We stayed up all night playing that game. We played Pong all night. Gosh, I had a big hit too, and he took my worm. Oh man, I got my worms clear over there. I gotta go get them, bring them over here. Give me 1 second. This time I moved the worms. Anyway, so yeah, growing up in the 70s and the 80s and 90s, you don't know the good times when they're happening. You know, if I could share something with a young person, right now could be, you know, one of the best times with your friends and hanging out, doing stuff with your mom and dad. They go. They're not here forever. And depending on how old they were when you were born, you don't know how much time you have with them. So, if I could go back, definitely would have spent more time with my dad. I lost him in we lost him in 2020 with COVID. He got it really bad. He was a smoker, so he already was behind the curve on that one. And he had COVID for so long that it turned into pneumonia. So he had COVID and pneumonia. So I think the pneumonia got him in the end, not so much COVID, because COVID usually works its course in 2 weeks or so. And it was well after 2 weeks that the pneumonia got really bad. But he couldn't breathe, so that sucks. So if any younger people see this, man, don't take the time with grandma and grandpa for granted, and don't take time with your mom and dad for granted, because you don't know. You just don't know. And I've shared in another video of delivering RVs with my grandpa. Oh, we got a good bike going on. Come on, buddy. Oh yeah, let's go. Gosh dang, he jumped off again. Oh, he's still there. He's pulling again. Anyway, so, I shared the awesome time that I had with my grandpa. He took me into the weeds. We got ourselves a big old hunker now. Look at this. Woo! Oh, yeah. That fish took me right down into the thick of it. Anyway, so, got a little something on the screen. Anyway, so, yeah, if I could just share one thing with children or young people. You don't know when the best time of your life is. And time with your mom, your dad, in my case, grandpa, those were awesome times. Those were really awesome times. And at the moment when it's happening, you have no idea. You don't. You find out later, after they're gone, just how awesome that time was with them. It can't be duplicated, and it can't be repeated. It is what it is. So, as I share this with anyone listening, really take that time when you can and just be with them. Trust me, as now that I'm older, there's nothing greater to me than when my kids sit with me and just to be with me. That's it. You don't have to do anything. It is fun when we can find a common ground, which we do. My son usually is fishing with me, but he's doing his homeschooling. And then my daughter and I, we do a lot of stuff together too. So I'm lucky in the fact that those kids like to hang out with me right now. I just hope it doesn't end. All right, let's catch a fish. Come on, they're starting to bite now. I'm gonna have to wrap this up here in a few minutes. Gotta get back, and my wife's doing the beginning, homeschooling, then I'll take over. I do the math and science and art stuff. She does the reading and writing. I was never good at it, so it's hard for me to be that teacher. But my wife does such a great job. She's an awesome person. Kids are lucky to have her. Come on, fish. I really want to pull up a fish other than that one little one today. Going down into the weeds. Well, shoot. Let's see. What I think I might do, I might go get my drone. I did bring it with me, just get a couple aerial shots. It's such a peaceful morning here. All right, let's get this back out there. Oh, sounds like another dog person running down here. Here they come. Yep, September 18th, 2024, Shootmotion is my YouTube channel I've just started. I have another one that I got going, but this isn't gonna, I'm gonna take a different route with this one. The other one's for my drone business. That one just showcases video footage and stuff to help try to draw attention to local businesses. This one's going to be for fun. Just sharing things, building things. I think I'm talk about my travels and then put together some videos on travels, places where I've been with my grandpa. and Mom and Dad. My grandpa and I would say him and I probably probably traveled over 1 million miles together. Sometimes I go by myself. Sometimes he'd go by himself. My uncle Jack is the one that got both of us into it, to driving and delivering RVs. Uncle Jack and my grandpa, I'm getting a big bite here. My uncle, my grandpa and I, we would sometimes deliver 3 units, 3 RVs at the same time to like RV shows and stuff. That was always more like a business trip with Uncle Jack. It would be my grandpa's brother-in-law, my grandma's brother. I mean, I knew him pretty well, but not like I knew my grandpa, so we didn't do a lot of personal things together like my grandpa and I did. But I enjoy Uncle Jack. He was a different cat, I'll tell you that for sure. He used to dress up like a clown. He'd do stuff for money as a clown. Uncle Jack. He make you laugh, that's for sure. All right, here we go. Come on, let's get that fish. All right. How on earth did this happen? Look at this. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It's a grass. So much grass here. There we go. All right, that's right where I was having that bite. Let's see if we can't get it. Let's see if we can't catch that fish. Whoa, there's a big fish in the middle there. It keeps jumping. I wish I could get my... Oh, I'm going under. Here we go. Here we go. Come on. Oh, gosh. The grass is so bad. Every time when you pull the fish in, it gets wrapped up and then the hook comes out of their mouth. At least that's my theory, and that's what I'm going with. But they keep eating the worm. Keep eating the worm. Man, look at those beautiful swans. Got 4 big, beautiful swans right there. It's 10:30.